when the line between climbing over a hill and flipping over is separated by just a single press of the accelerator. This is not about speed racing. It is a real battle for survival on some of the most unforgiving roads in the world. Today, step with us into the world of heavy truck drivers, where driving skill and team spirit are the only tickets that guarantee making it home safely. This Mitsubishi Fuso truck is in a dangerous position. Half of the vehicle is leaning toward the roadside embankment, causing the entire heavy load to shift to one side. To rescue it, the recovery team carefully hooks high-tensile steel cables onto the front chassis of the truck, connecting it to a more powerful vehicle. This is the moment when the coordination between people and machines must reach its highest level. While the recovery vehicle pulls slowly, the driver inside the cabin must remain intensely focused, steering carefully and applying the throttle in rhythm with every command. There is no room for mistakes. Every millimeter the cable tightens is another moment the truck is held in place, preventing it from tipping over. And when the vehicle gradually regains its balance and escapes the danger, it is not just a victory of machinery, it is a triumph of professionalism, calm judgment, and composure in the face of adversity. After the rain passes, it leaves behind soggy roads, where mud becomes the most feared enemy of cargo trucks. Some vehicles barely touch the road before the mud surrounds them. The engine roars, thick black smoke pours out, yet the truck remains stuck in place. At another bend, a heavy Mitsubishi Fuso truck plunges into a deep mud pit. Instantly the vehicle tilts to one side, swaying as if it might collapse at any moment. Every press of the accelerator sends violent shudders through the truck. The more it struggles, the deeper it sinks into the mud. Some drivers even choose to gamble with danger, building speed and charging forward, hoping momentum will carry the truck through. But in the end, the mud quickly defeats the machine. When the strength of both driver and engine reaches its limit, teamwork becomes the only lifeline. With everyone pulling together, the stranded truck slowly begins to move, inching its way out of the muddy trap. On these harsh journeys, individual skill is necessary, but it is unity and mutual support that ultimately ensure everyone makes it home safely. In these regions, driving is not simply a livelihood, it is a never-ending battle of wits with the terrain. A clear example is a white Isuzu truck loaded with agricultural goods. As it entered the slippery road, the tires immediately lost traction. The driver braked quickly, but when he tried to accelerate and climb the slope, the truck refused to move. Realizing the situation, the driver quickly reassessed the terrain. He reversed the truck to gain a longer run-up, building more speed for the climb. After a tense moment, the truck finally managed to power its way up the slope successfully. In another situation, a JCB wheel loader stepped in to help. A cable was quickly attached from the loader's bucket to the front of the truck, and through careful coordination, the machine pulled the vehicle out of the muddy trap. On a different stretch of road, another truck had tilted heavily toward the edge of the road. The wheels spun wildly, thick black smoke pouring out, but the truck was completely helpless, unable to right itself. Direct pushes from the loader helped the tires regain traction. At the same time, a pulling cable from the front added another crucial force. Together, the push and the pull formed a perfect combination of power. The suffocating tension only began to fade when the engine sound gradually stabilized, and the truck finally stood balanced once again on the road. As it strained to reach the crest of the hill, the Mitsubishi Fuso suddenly lost power and began sliding backward down the slope without control. The massive steel machine rushed downhill at a terrifying speed, the body bouncing and swaying violently while the driver struggled helplessly behind the wheel. Yet a miracle happened, the truck managed to jerk to a stop and hold its balance. Determined to try again, the driver prepared for a second attempt. But in a brief moment of misjudgment, one of the wheels dropped straight into a deep rut. The Fuso instantly lost its center of gravity and rolled over onto the roadside in a shocking scene. People nearby rushed toward the truck, quickly helping the driver escape safely from the cabin. Soon after, a powerful Kobelco excavator was brought in. Steel cables were hooked between the excavator's bucket and the truck's chassis. With careful angle adjustments, the cable was slowly tightened, and through steady, controlled pulling, the machine gradually lifted the truck back onto its wheels, bringing a wave of relief to everyone watching. When trucks attempt to conquer steep hills, they face not only the height but also hidden pits and deep mud ready to swallow the wheels. Vehicles like these often begin to bounce and shake violently just as they approach the summit. The situation becomes critical when the truck can no longer move forward and begins sliding backward, forcing the driver to react with extreme precision to prevent a serious accident. In another incident, a white Isuzu truck experienced a similar moment while climbing a slope. The vehicle lifted its front wheels into the air, creating a heart-stopping scene for those watching. But with calm control, the driver kept a steady grip on the wheel and applied the throttle smoothly until the truck regained its balance. Thanks to that composure, the Isuzu was able to continue its journey while everyone breathed a sigh of relief. On muddy, treacherous roads, the heavy truck struggles to push forward centimeter by centimeter. The engine roars, but the mud does more than slow the vehicle down. It becomes a black hole that swallows the balance of the chassis. The harder the driver presses the accelerator to move even slightly forward, the deeper the truck sinks. The massive body sways and tilts repeatedly like a ship battling violent waves. When it finally drops into the deepest pit of mud, the truck leans heavily to one side, and the line between escaping and rolling over is reduced to mere millimeters. At this point, pressing the accelerator becomes useless, even dangerous. The driver has no choice but to stop, shut off the engine, and accept the reality that the truck has been completely defeated by the mud. This is when the recovery team steps in. Thick steel cables are stretched tight, linking the stranded truck to a Muller 2001B towing vehicle positioned ahead. There is no panic, only clear and decisive commands. One by one, the cables tighten and vibrate, transmitting the pulling force needed to stabilize and drag the truck out of the mud. After witnessing many recovery operations like this, I've come to truly appreciate the skill of experienced drivers. Sometimes, simply by reading the terrain correctly, keeping a steady grip on the wheel, and applying the throttle smoothly, they can guide a massive truck out of a muddy stretch with remarkable control and confidence. In situations like these, the arrival of specialized recovery machines is often the key to turning the situation around. High-tensile steel cables are quickly stretched out and securely attached to the vehicle's chassis. The crucial element of these rescues is not brute strength, but coordination. The pulling force must be applied steadily and smoothly, slowly retracting the cable without sudden jerks that could further destabilize or damage the truck. Thanks to that precision, stranded vehicles can gradually return to a safe position. Whenever an accident happens, local residents often rush in without hesitation to help. The cooperation between drivers and these unsung heroes helps stabilize the situation while waiting for full recovery operations. On roads filled with danger, even a single second of carelessness can lead to serious consequences. These rescue moments do more than document dramatic escapes, they also highlight the courage, skill, and solidarity of the people behind the wheel. If you found this video helpful, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel to support us.